Bet, I've always been fascinated with the early jobs that actors and performers have before they become actors and performers. Working in a pineapple factory.
I was pretty terrible at it, but I sure had a good time.
So what kind of things did they have
I was
you
a pineapple packer. And the pineapple would come down on a conveyor belt, and you would have to take the best, you would have to separate the bad slices, which are on the outside, from the good slices, which are on the inside of the pineapple. It comes like in a roll, and the bad slices are on the end, and they're all graded according to how good they are. So you have number 4, number 3, number 2, and then number 1, which is the kind that goes in a little bitty can like that, and sells for the highest price. But you know what? The pineapple used to come down that conveyor belt. The best pineapple was pink. I never forgot that. I loved it. It was a great job. I sang at the top of my lungs and no one could hear me. It was great. Great training.
Well, your acting career started in Hawaii too, with the movie Hawaii. How good of a gig was that? Because didn't that bring you to Hollywood for?
Yes, it did. For about 10 weeks. It was my the first time I'd ever left home. And I was cast as an extra in this picture, and I milled around with a whole bunch of other people. But I didn't understand picture making, and I slept most of the time. I mean, it was so terrible. I thought the hours were appalling, because I was a night bird even at the age of 18. And I would come on the set, I would get into the makeup, I would get into the wardrobe, and then I would find a corner and I would go to sleep. And they used to have my girlfriend and I, it was all bunk beds because it took place on a boat. And they had built those interiors of the boat, and so we would find a little, ship's berth, and we would climb in, and we would sleep for hours until they called, and then we would come out, we would be completely wrinkled and covered with cookie crumbs. It was a mess. Oh, God. But Elvis Presley was shooting on the next soundstage, and I got to go in and watch Elvis Presley shoot a number. I never forgot.
Did you get a chance to talk to him at all?
No, he had those bodyguards around and those guys.
Well, turning to this movie, I mean, all three women.
What a movie! What a concept! Goldie, Bette, and Diane all together on the same frame. Fantastic. Well, good movie. Funny. Ha ha. Love it. Men get their comeuppance. Mean. Bad to women. Tuy. We get them in the end. We don't hurt them. Just in their pocketbook. Very funny. I hope the guys don't get too offended by it. I don't think they will. All men are not.
Yeah, not all of them. No.
They're not all
but,
unacceptable.
Well, you all three.
Most of them. No, I like men. I like guys. I think they get a raw deal. The sweet ones get a raw deal. They have to take all the brunt from all the real nasty ones.
Well, all three of you seem like such good friends in the movie. How was the real life bonding process? How did that work?
Well, we all started our professional lives at the same time, around the age of 19 or 20, and we all lived through the same things. We all know the same people. Some of us have had the same agents. So we have been, we had so much to catch up on. We had so many years to mine. And we laughed constantly. I really enjoyed coming to work because I knew that they were going to come on the set and they were going to regale me with this or that or the other thing. And it was really, really exciting. We howled.
I got a serious question for you about when you learn lessons about the show business. When you were in Fiddler on the Roof, wasn't there like a casting woman who tried to basically screw you over out of getting the part for that? Well, what's the story with that? What happened exactly?
Where are you getting this information from? My God, how deep are you going to dig? Those days are past. I don't choose to talk about it anymore. Well, what was the question?
Oh, well, what happened with the casting director?
It's a complicated story, but the bottom line was that she told me that if I didn't go up for the big part, that she would make sure that I got one of the parts in the chorus, because she didn't want the director, the great Jerome Robbins, to see me because I was so wrong. I was too small, my boobs were too big. The girl was usually cast as a tall, thin, gangly sort, and that wasn't me. So she told me this the day of the audition, and I was, of course, beside myself, but I wanted to meet Jerome Robbins more than anything in the world, and so I said, I'm going to take that audition anyway. So I took the audition, and I was so overwrought by the fact that she had tried to do this, that she had done this to me, that of course it was a crying scene, and I just burst into tears from all the stress of the day, and he was very impressed that I could cry on cue. So I got the job and went out and got drunk. That's my story.
Great story.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Bye.
All right, thanks.